So what I'd like to talk about today is what I call the Santa Claus effect. And the Santa Claus effect is something that I experienced personally growing up. And it's kind of hard to explain a lifetime of experience in a video. So what I'm trying to do is narrow it down to the basics and make it understandable. So here's what the Santa Claus effect is. Santa Claus effect is, in simplified explanation, it's basically what happens to teenagers and what it is it's when you start to realize that there's no Santa Claus as a young child, at whatever age that is. And then you kind of know that, like, your parents were lying to you. But they were lying to you because they wanted you to have a good Christmas, and it's part of, like, I'd say the culture, if you will, in America, and so it seems innocent, fair enough, if you're good, you get presents, at the end of the year. And then, so we're talking about Santa Claus, not it being Jesus Christ's birthday or any of the other things that could be related to Christmas. I'm just talking about the Santa Claus part of it. So with that being said, as children, we're led to believe that Santa Claus is this jolly guy with reindeer, and they fly around in the sky and give presents to all the good boys and girls all over the world, no matter if you're poor or rich, just as long as you're good, And as a teenager, and as however old you are, as you get into this transitional stage of life where you realize that, it's not true. And then you go to the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny, and you start to realize that there's a lot of lies, misleading rituals. I mean, it's pretty bizarre from the way that I look at it, because I look at it completely different than most. Only through my conversations did I come up to that conclusion with people. It's like I didn't have Christmas or Christmas trees and all that stuff, so I knew Santa Claus wasn't real because I didn't get any presents, and I knew that at a very young age. And so what happens is with the Santa Claus effect, it's a general term for the separation of children from their parents. It's because some of us don't tell our parents that we know there's no Santa Claus, and we play along with it just for the sake of our parents. And that's what my son did. And then some of us kids pick at our parents until our parents finally tell us, or somebody tells us, and we all deal with it in different ways. But it seems that it's innocent enough. I mean, what harm is there in having a holiday where they spend so much money and people get presents, and it's for everybody, it's for all the good kids, and it's amazing. I love Christmas myself, but there is something way deeper than the opening of presents and the Christmas trees and the mistletoe and the eggnog. And what it is that we're raising our children based off of lies, based off of fairy tales, and make-believe people. And we don't have a certain age that we tell our children. So why, if we're so good at it and there's a really good reason, why don't we at, the age of 10 or 12, everybody, 12 and over knows. So all the kids 12 and over know not to tell kids 12 and under. Why isn't it that deep? Because I believe it's just one part of the way that humans are easily tricked, manipulated, lied to into believing anything. And I mean anything. Like a fat, jolly guy with rosy cheeks and reindeer. Now, if you can believe that as a human being, with all your heart, if you can believe that with all your heart, then you can believe anything. And that's what I'm saying. The Santa Claus effect is deeper. It's not me picking apart Christmas. I love Christmas. I miss my family. I miss my family and my Christmases, trust me. I'm sharing with you something that I've come to find out through the suffering of others, including myself. Children that I've spoken to, things that I've seen with my eyes and heard with my ears and felt with my heart and inner self. And so, on this particular topic, the Santa Claus effect, I am innocently trying to explain in a deep way that I think the manipulation and the implanting of false mythological fairy tale, I don't know how you want to classify these things, type things into our children is not good. It conditions them to believe anything, which could be good because maybe it's opening their imagination and it's touching, a part of them that's untouchable in any other way. Maybe that's it, but I'm telling you, there has to be a set condition, a certain age, a complete mutual understanding between everybody, and I hate to say that. It makes it so unnatural, but it is unnatural because it's not true. And although there could be a Santa Claus in your neighbor or in yourself giving to another in a deeper sense, there is no red suit, jolly guy giving presents away to the poor kids, because I was one of those poor kids. And when my friends and the people that I watched grow up around me go through that process, it's of understanding there's no Santa Claus, therefore there's no Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy. It was all a lie. They become separated from their parents, and they realize that their parents haven't been telling them everything. And at that point, they keep secrets. And it draws a line in between the children and their family, their parents, the people that are raising them. And so I want to share that. I know I didn't do it perfect or in the right way. I didn't take any notes. I'm just all natural, and I just want to explain that. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody with Christmas. I love Christmas too. All right, we're out.